Hello everyone. Finally, it is the concluding stanza of this Ode to the West Wind written by P.B. Shelley. The final stanza of this poetic piece is the main essence of this whole poem. Whatever prelude P.B. Shelley has prepared found its effective culmination here. The urgency in the voice of P.B. Shelley is soul stirring and fills one with new hope and enthusiasm. This stanza is universal in its appeal because it contains an inspiring message of hope for the whole universe. It begins as, "Make me thy lyre, even as the forest is. What if my leaves are falling like its own? The tumult of thy mighty harmonies will take from both a deep autumnal tone, sweet though in sadness." Here, P.B. Shelley makes another prayer, this time for poetic inspiration for the good of mankind. Shelley asks the west wind to treat him as a musical instrument. The way the west wind blows through the forest, in the same manner he wants the west wind to blow through him. Although his leaves are falling, it means he is also in the autumn of his life. He has lost his youth, now he is weak, powerless, but even then, if the west wind blows through him, it will create a deep autumnal music, which may be sad, but it will be sweet. Here I am reminded of a line from the same poet P.B. Shelley. It is from his To Skylark, where he writes, "Our sweetest songs are those that tell us of saddest thoughts." So, addressing the west wind, the poet says that if it blows on the forest and on him, the music that it produces will be sober and subdued and not boisterous, because both of them are passing through autumn. Then he says, "Be thou spirit fierce, my spirit, be thou me, impetuous one." The poet wishes to become identified with the fierce and swift west wind. West wind is fierce, it is impetuous. So he wants to be like her so that he can have a reach all over the universe. Then he says, "Drive my dead thoughts over the universe, like withered leaves to quicken a new birth." As the west wind carries away or scatters the dead leaves on the earth, in the same manner the poet wants the west wind to scatter his dead thoughts over the whole universe. And as there are some seeds among those dead leaves, in the same manner there are some seeds of hopeful ideas in among his dead thoughts, and he wants that if the west wind scatters his dead thoughts, the seeds of his hope may also be carried away, and somewhere they will get stuck and they will give a new life somewhere. Then he says, "And by the incantation of this verse, scatter as from an unextinguished hearth ashes and sparks my words among mankind." And P.B. Shelley wants the west wind to to scatter his message among the mankind. And here he gives another image, the image of an unextinguished hearth. अनएक्सटिंग्विश्ड मीन्स जिसमें अभी आग पूरी तरह से बुझी नहीं है। और होता क्या है कि जो राख है वो धीरे धीरे जमती रहती है, पर अंदर उनके कहीं न कहीं वो स्पार्क्स रहती है। तो यह कि सेम कंडीशन जो है वो अपने पोइट पी बी शैली की है। ओल्ड है, पावरलेस है, बट इवन देन उसके अंदर कुछ स्पार्क्स हैं। स्पार्क्स कौन सी? थॉट्स की। तो वो चाहता है कि उसकी जो ये स्पार्क्स है, थॉट्स की जो स्पार्क्स हैं, वो वेस्ट विंड की हेल्प से वो पूरे यूनिवर्स में फैल जाए। So he says that he asks the west wind, requests the west wind to scatter his thoughts among the mankind. Although the sparks of his hopeful message are covered by some ash, but I want you to brush away that ash and carry these sparks somewhere among the mankind so that these sparks may catch some fire somewhere. It may, so that they may inspire the humanity who are disappointed, who is disappointed and under the spell of depression and distress. The whole earth, he says, that be through my lips to unawakened earth the trumpet of prophecy. The whole earth is unawakened. Why? Because they are the people living on the earth are disappointed. They they lack enthusiasm, they lack a new zeal, and they are not hopeful. That is why he says that the whole earth is unawakened. But if the west wind, if the west wind scatters his message of hope among the mankind, it will awaken the whole humanity. So I want you to make me your trumpet of prophecy. The prophecy is, O wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? He wants to suggest that, wind, please scatter my thoughts among the mankind, and the people who are under the spell of disappointment, distress, if they are not hopeful, then I want them to understand one thing. And the thing is, the time uh, keeps changing. If this is an age of disappointment, if this is an age where there is no hope, then remember this thing: if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Winter symbolizes difficulties, obstacles, but spring is a symbol of new life. Spring is a symbol of hope. So he wants people to be hopeful. He wants them to believe in the change. Nothing is permanent, not even the sorrows. So we need to be hopeful. This is the message of P.B. Shelley in this Ode to the West Wind. And for uh, for the proliferation of this message, he is making a request to the West Wind. First of all, he has eulogized and praised the power of West Wind so that the West Wind may listen to him, and then he requests the West Wind to be his companion, and then In the final stanza, in order to scatter his message of hope among the humanity, he is requesting the west wind, and his is the message of hope. He wants to suggest that hope is invented every day because change is the law of nature. And if people are disappointed, if they are distressed, if they are not hopeful, then they must understand one thing, and that is nothing is permanent. Everything, even if everything, whether it is sorrow, whether it is distress, it will also change. If there is night, the day will also be there. रात के बाद में सवेरा जरूर होता है. So we must wait for the change for a better life. Thank you for listening me carefully.